Hey everyone, this is X-Man Gaming back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that like and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. And I hope you guys enjoy the X-Man Gaming channel. So what we have here is we were just playing some of Death Stranding 1. And we were just reminiscing and going through certain set pieces of the game. And actually, man, if you guys think the sequel is not going to have action in it, man, you guys are wrong. One thing I could say about Hideo Kojima is definitely he sets up a great story, and he definitely does go a little slower with it. But man, let me tell you, man, I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan, and he made that franchise. Shout out to him, man. Real talk. And I'm so happy that he is coming back, and he's gonna bring it just like that, and he's gonna come it even harder. Definitely, since he have his own studio, and now, man, it's no telling. And he's working with Sony directly with this sequel from Death Stranding 2. And you know, you guys already seen what's to come for that trailer that you seen on Death Stranding 2, and the snake references. Man, it's gonna be epic. He was planning it all down the line with this first game, and man, I know it's about to be epic. It might be me, but I think Hideo Kojima is shooting diss tracks straight to Konami, because you guys know that Konami has worked with another studio for them to make the remake of Snake Eater, and he had a lot to do with that. So I think he is trying to give his message to Konami and show that, man, he could do better than that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I have a feeling about this. And when it comes to these stories from the first game that we see here, it's adding up into the meat and potatoes for the sequel. And I know that's going to be, it's going to be right on point. He gave us a hint of the action-packed action that we will see in the sequel in the middle of this game, but he was building up that story to lead into something better, so he can have multiple sequels for Death Stranding like he did with Metal Gear Solid. So it all means something. And one thing I'm gonna say about this game, it was about building bridges, human bridges, instead of breaking bridges, breaking relationships with other humans, which in our everyday lives, we go through this as humans. We build relationships with people and we break relationships with people. And this definitely touched home for me when we played it back when it came out.
Let it go.
And we're ready for the sequel. We're ready to see where it happens. I was so surprised to find out that, man, I was very surprised to find out that all these set pieces came out to be how it came out to be. Just like, man, Hideo Kojima is the mastermind when it comes to piecing up stories and making it into a masterpiece. One thing I could say is that these are very well thought out set pieces. And when he thinks, he thinks. That's one thing we can say about the games that he makes and that he participates in. Now, when it comes to what I really think on what's going to happen in the sequel, when it comes to combat, I think it will be similar to Metal Gear Solid. I really highly do believe that it will be in that stealth type of combat, or it's just going to be straight up action-packed Call of Duty type of way of combat when it comes into the gunplay in certain pieces of the action. But we don't. Only time will tell when it comes to what's going to happen. Because I'm not a mind reader, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen, and I don't know I don't have any special details what's going to happen. But I do see what I played. So I've researched, and I actually did my thorough research playing through the game more than once to see if I could see any clues on what can possibly happen in the sequel. And I do see that in the future when we do play the game, that a lot of things that were not fixed or told in the previous game will be shown in this sequel. It is shown in the game and in the new trailers as well. And to those who thought the first game was actually slow, yes, I can agree it was a bit slow, but it did have its it had its like movie segments that were touching, like what we see here. Sam finding out that was his father, and man, so much, and the boss battle was amazing. But we're here to wrap up this video, and I hope you guys take my thoughts to thought. And man, we're ready for the sequel, man. We're getting it day one. Much love. Hold my drink, guys.